Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. It's good to have you. Today we're going to take a look at another one of my NASCAR cars. This one, a 124 scale Dale Earnhardt Jr. number 8 car from the folks at Revell. This was a rather unique car in that it came with a volleyball. And as many of the Revell cars do, it also comes with a base and a jewel box, something that's very, very unusual in 124 scale. At least it was back in 2001 when this particular car came out. And as you can see, I paid $70 for this car back in the day. And this was the car that Dale Jr. raced and won at Dover in 2001. They call it the raced version. And what made it unique was this volleyball that came with it. Also, they made 40,000 of these cars. And the reason this volleyball was included with this car is at one point in the season, I'm not sure when it was, Dale Jr. had mentioned that sometimes when he was out in the car, he felt alone, and I guess by himself, with no friends, nobody to talk to. Of course, you've got engineers and spotters talking to you all the time, so I don't know how he felt that way. But anyhow, that being said, they kind of made fun of him. They got him this volleyball, and they painted this little, I guess a handprint or whatever, or a face, similar to the one that Tom Hanks had in his movie Castaway. So he wouldn't feel alone when he was racing, and they put the volleyball in his car. So this particular model included this volleyball, and you see it's got the face of, you see it here, and on the back side it's Wilson AVP, a Robert Zemeckis film, Castaway, on it. And it's included in this exceptionally long box, and give you some idea how long this box is. There's my arm over it, and it's longer than my arm is, or close as I can get to it. It's a big long box, and it's got this number 8 car in it. And of course, this is really about the cars. This is what we're looking at, what we're talking about. Anyhow, those of you familiar with NASCAR know that Dale Earnhardt Jr. is probably NASCAR's most popular driver. His popularity really took off after the death of his father, Dale Earnhardt Sr., who was known as the Intimidator. And there's a picture of Jr. back in the day. He's now a commentator on TV, and he commentates on just about everything. But anyhow, this was his Budweiser car. It comes mounted on this plastic base, and I have kept this. I've never taken the screws off of this car to remove it, to put it into my display cabinet. It's always been on this base. It's an immensely heavy die-cast car. I mean, it's big, and it's very, very nicely done with the Budweiser logo and the number 8, which made him famous when he was racing with this particular car on what was his father's team. If we spin it around, and these 124 scale cars, they're not lacking in detail, I'll tell you that. They're amazing. And they made 40,000 of these, or just about 40,000. That tells you how many they knew they could sell. Most of these cars are runs in, like a Jeff Gordon car, they may make 10,000 of it. Anybody else, 3,000. But they made 40,000 of these. And if you love New York, he's got I Love New York on the trunk of the car, Budweiser.com on the back, and if you open it up, you can take a look at the fuel cell. And if you've seen my video, you know what a NASCAR car looks like on the inside. They all look the same. They're just about identical. And there's an interior view of the car. Remington arms. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is a big fan of the outdoors and guns. Fits right in with his family. And this being a Revell car, the hood do not like to stay open on these things. The hinges are really, really weak. But they do make a very nice car. The presentation is excellent. It's very good on this base. I don't know if you can see anything under the hood. We'll lift it up there. Yeah, it has Budweiser on there. But this thing does weigh a ton. Anyhow, very nicely done. Very nice presentation. What do you guys think? That concludes this review of the Dale Earnhardt Jr. Budweiser number 8 raced version. Take care.